Let's talk about this play in two ways. Number one, that the Atlanta Falcons really do like to feature their linebackers as rushers. I know that a lot of teams do, but more prominently with the Atlanta Falcons than any other team, because I think that because of the nature of the 43 under, which utilizes players from a 3-4 and utilizes some players from a 4-3, it gives you a lot of rushing options, but a lot of those rushing options can come from a tweener defensive end / outside linebacker, because you're playing with those types of tools. And in this particular case, you see Devondre Campbell down at the bottom of your screen there, right next to Poole, I believe. And he's playing that wide rushing position. And you have Takk McKinley, you have Brooks Reed actually kind of playing a defensive tackle. And then you have Poe, and I think that's Shelby or Crawford on the end there. But in any case, you look at this play and you see Campbell make contact initially with the right tackle. And this is a play action play to free up wide receivers going down the middle of the field and get the Falcons to flinch. And in this particular case, Devondre Campbell's power is able to knock over the right tackle. Here's the second thing that I wanted to talk about this play, is that the running back was in a very good position. As you can tell right now, he was in a good position before he went towards the inside to actually block Campbell out of this play, but because he went more towards the interior, and because Devondre Campbell was able to knock the right tackle off balance, you have this bang situation where the right tackle and the running back, who's supposed to be coming in as a chip blocker, hit each other, and Campbell comes in and has a free shot towards Aaron Rodgers, and bam, you get this sack. It could have been cleaner, but again, look at it one more time. It just shows you the nature of how the Falcons wanted to do things. Rush your entire line over to the left-hand side, keep Takk McKinley as an edge setter on the opposite side, and bring a linebacker in as a fifth rusher to cause panic and disruption. At this angle, you can see almost perfectly exactly what the Falcons are trying to do. And what you get is this whole line shifts over to the left. The Falcons line shifts over to the left, brings everybody over, and you have that edge setter and Takk McKinley on the right-hand side. He's just watching the play and how it performs. Meanwhile, if you've been watching Campbell while I've been talking, he's engaged with the right tackle. He's pushed that right tackle off, and he is bending properly. And as you can tell, the running back has fallen into this area where he is now up against the right tackle, and they are banging against each other there. And it's a combination of two things: the right tackle being in the wrong place now because he's been pushed into the wrong place, and the running back now being in the wrong place because he needs to be more aware of the situation and be able to step into the open space and block that open space for Aaron Rodgers to have a clean pocket and throw the ball. And what happens is, instead, you get a whiff block, one guy gets pushed in, and now Aaron Rodgers has to contend with getting hit by Campbell. Again, one more time, just even with everyone else, when you start off, motors up into this area, you see the running back coming out, he needs to block that edge. Running back condenses too inside, too interior into the pocket because of the end around, the fake end around that's going the opposite way. He has to get out of his way. And the right tackle is now getting pushed into the area where the running back should be to chip block. And when that happens, you have two guys collide. One's out of position because of the play design and because the right tackle got pushed into him. And the other guy is out of position because the running back is now blocking his area to block Campbell, and he's been pushed back by the strength of Campbell. That shows Devondre Campbell's strength and technique on this particular play, and then gets the sack, which is just super, super important. Hey, look, man, I don't know where Devondre Campbell is going to be. There's more sacks to cover, of course, from him as I continue to do these Falcons film breakdowns on the 2017 sacks. I don't know where he's going to be with this defense, but I can tell you right now that he's one of the most important pieces, whether he's playing Sam or he's playing Will. And in some cases, when they're playing a double middle linebacker setup, where I've seen that a couple of times in the Falcons defense and how they roll things. If you like this content, please do subscribe to the channel. Please do hit the thumbs up. Please do go into the comments section and tell me what you think of Devondre Campbell, how important he is to this team, and what he could bring to the Atlanta Falcons in 2018. He's going to be a huge piece, at least from my perspective. Please do check out our social media, UNGR_show on both Twitter and Instagram. And check out our Patreon and help us continue to have increased frequency of these uploads and coverage on these players. It would be super important and really, really helpful if you guys can drop $1 right into that Patreon. I swear you won't miss it. My name's Lieutenant Dan. This was the Falcons Film Breakdown. Peace, hair grease. Rise up.